and this will be another episode of my Kerbal run-through program, whatever, playthrough, that's the word I wanted. Okay, we have got this rocket which I had built beforehand but annoyingly forgot to press record, so this is the second time which I've flown it. It was incredibly successful the first time, however, as a pure person who doesn't really like to do stuff to advance off camera, I've actually just reloaded the save file, so that flight officially never happened, but somehow they managed to come across this monstrosity of a rocket here. Somehow Kerbal kind is yet to really understand that sort of stuff, but we're gonna fly it anyway. Flies, yeah, roughly well. I will have Bob Kerman in it. Whoops, I have Bob Kerman in it at the moment, so that's going to be annoying to fly because I don't have SAS to stabilize me. However, I do have a few ailerons to guide me on my way. Apparently none of them move, so that's going to be interesting. I had actually thought they did. I got some solar panels, which last time I found out was a very good idea to move up onto the cockpit. But because there's a few stuff which I do on the way down, which I don't have any batteries for and not enough power, so I can at least get something. Other than that, this is exactly how I flew it. So I'm going to save this, and I'm going to launch. Okay, so with that flag 52 kilometers in the background, we do not have SAS, we do not have RCS, I do not believe. Well, we don't actually have any way to control it. I don't know if we have. No, we do not have any monopropellant. Okay, so right, off we go. I believe we're on full throttle. What I'm going to do is I'm going to look at this nav ball down here, and that orange dot is exactly where you're heading, and as soon as you see a little white dot underneath, I'm going to immediately try and counteract that. So that will be interesting. Anyway, let's go. Flying up at 3 frames a second. This is going to be fun. There we go, now it's recovered. It's because all the dust and stuff really lags out my computer. My computer does not like that sort of stuff at all. There we go, they can see a little white dot on the side, so I'm going to counteract. There we go, it's gone. So as soon as I'm looking at the individual pixels, as soon as I see a white pixel, I am counteracting it. I'm also trying to control my roll as well. The problem is that the solid fuel rocket boosters, they're not actually completely anchored, so they move around a bit, and that's what's causing the problems that I'm having. If they were anchored, they'd be much more stable and much. I wouldn't say there wouldn't be any roll, or movement, yaw or pitch, but. Oh, there we go. Explosions! And do a little bit of gravity turn. Gravity turn. Can I please do a gravity turn? Please? Can I? Are you allowing me to do a gravity turn? If I beg you, can I do a gravity turn? Please? No, I don't want to do it that way. I don't want to go up south. Why are you not letting me use my yaw? There we go, now I've got my yaw, but that's a bit too much. I want a bit of yaw, not a lot of yaw. You'll kill me if not. Okay, let's have a look at my apoapsis. Ah, that's quite a bit of a high apoapsis already. On my other run, it was quite a bit more. just going to do that. Wait till I'm in orbit and stuff, and then do some sort of stuff, and then do some stuff with that stuff. In other words, I'm going to circularize. But this is going to go my prograde. That's my prograde vector. There's a vector as where my ship is actually heading. That is where I'm pointing. That is where I'm heading. They're two completely different things. They are often incredibly not very dependent of on each other, and that gets annoying sometimes. Oh yeah, I can't click it yet. I don't have the stuff. Okay, I'm going to definitely need to circularize out at least a bit. Because that prograde is will literally just go. I'll hardly get a chance. I'm going to continue until my apparatus is about 80 kilometers. And so I'm going to stop, so about there. Move up to roughly about 20 degrees. So I can keep my ship moving upwards. And zoom out as well, so I can see when my periapsis is coming up. Actually, I need to zoom in to see how close I am to my apoapsis. That is more. The apoapsis is much more useful than the periapsis. Periapsis just means, are you going to crash? Yes or no? And into stage. There we go. Stage successful. Let's have a look at debris as well. Yeah, it's going in. Okay, I can move down to 10 degrees. I keep turning because I've got no SAS to control. Phone. Yay! First world record of that. That's the second time that I've managed to get that achievement today. Because some idiot forgot to record. Wow, what was happening there? Suddenly my computer just went, hey, something's going on. I'm going to completely cut everything out. I got big frame rate lag for some reason. Using quite a bit of fuel. Quite a bit of fuel. And slow down. I need to do be about 200 meters per second. Ah, now the music starts. And it's my periapsis. Oh yeah, first time. Last time I actually had to actually move a bit around and just, you know, do a bit of stuff. Right, this is a circularized orbit, so we tell you what I've done. I've completely forgot to actually get the thing from the astronaut complex. Say, hey, why don't you go and get into orbit? So I don't get the achievement for it. However, that's not to stop me doing it again later. I will probably do that off camera because, well, yeah, it's not that important. You know how it's done. I've shown you how it's done. Do you really need to see me do it again? Okay, right, I'm going to do a few sciencey stuff around Kerbal, and I'll come back when it is finished. Right, one thing which I wanted to do beforehand was, before I come back in, is achieve the next best speed record, which is 2,500, which I will do very nicely at the parapsis. So, just getting about to 2,600 just in case. Ah, then that falls out. Well, okay. Forgot that bit. There wasn't enough fuel left. Okay. So now I've done all the science which I wanted to do, at least in space. So right now I'm going to just speed up until I get to the apparatus. By then, it should have actually gone down to my retrograde. And then I can get the parapsis inside the atmosphere and land. Goodbye, orbital debris. That's my first piece of orbiting debris as well. That will forever stay in orbit. Nice. That is something to think about. I have had a game where I've had at least 100 pieces of debris in space, just orbiting around. It became so bad that hold on, I'll just do this. But it became so bad that around my space station, which I've still got the game by the way. This particular save, but it became so bad that I had to have a grabber in the space station because it was quite a bit focused around the space station that I had. I had to have a grabber, and this grabber just grabbed this piece of debris, put it on a landing landing trajectory, and just hightail it out of there, out of landing. It was very, very, very successful at getting rid of all the all the space debris around the space station. It was incredible how much free space I had around there after that. Because before, to get into the actual space station, you had to go through literally a minefield. It was very, very bad. Okay, and then just escape from that. 22.084, that'd be nice. And just time accelerate into the atmosphere. You can watch my descent. There's a desert. And there was the space station, space center as well. Here we go. We're in. But anyway, because each and every single part had to go up there, and it was taken up individually, every individual segment of this space station. It was a pretty complicated space station. You can find pictures of it on my Twitter, and it was, well, let's just say, took a lot of boosters, and they were all just sitting there around it, all within 10 kilometers of the space station, all about 20 parts, and it just got a bit crowded, so I decided enough is enough. I'm going to get a grabber. I just put a grabbing device on the front, and all it did was just get rid of it at the apparatus, change the parapsis down to the ground, and hightail it out of there. It was so useful, because that means that I can now, I've been able, since then I've been able to get flights up there so easily without having to navigate around a asteroid field, basically. We're travelling incredibly fast. I'll just say that. 2,635 meters per second. And we're just about to hit the atmosphere. Well, isn't that fancy? We are going pretty fast. In fact, if you shot a bullet past, I don't think it would actually catch up with this speed. Yeah, this is fast. This is incredibly fast. But that's what the ablator's there for, the heat shield. Basically, that would just absorb the re-entry heat when the oxygen basically self-ignites as it just gets so hot that it just can't hold on. I've also fixed the re-entry effects as well. It shows very well the re-entry effects, although not at close distance. It does lag out badly at close distance. Could go down to 1 frame a second, and that's not very good. So I'm gonna observe it from a distance as we just align ourselves with the retrograde. Come on, re-entry. Where are you, re-entry? One of the biggest things which I noticed with 1.0 was literally the first thing which I noticed, that I personally noticed that no one told me, because about the ferrospace upgrade thing. It's been likened to ferrospace aerodynamics. There we go, there's re-entry. The first thing that I noticed is the atmosphere gauge has been changed. The actual levels of atmosphere has been changed, because right now at this particular point, 3600 will be about there, almost halfway down. But it's not, it's actually a bit above halfway. So that's the first thing that I noticed, that I personally noticed. I have noticed other things that no one has told me. There's been a lot of things people have told me before that, so it's not the first thing that I knew about it. And we're going to delay opening the parachute like usual till about 5 kilometers in the air. I cannot see where we're going to land, but it looks like in the ocean. Oh, there was... Ah, that's bad. See what I mean by the frame lag? But I need to grab that. Come on. There we go. Log temperature. Upper atmosphere. Yep, keep data. There we go. Now I've got data from top of the atmosphere. We're getting quite a bit of science. I've been getting quite a bit of science before that. I got 94.6 science due to crew reports and EVA reports in space. So it's pretty nice, pretty nice, pretty nice. Everything's going up in flames. There's our other debris that we disconnected from that's going to explode at some point, probably. Oh, here we go. Here's they're the solar panels heating up. Yeah, they're probably going to explode. I'm just going to say that. They're probably going to explode. So the idea that I had, the whole idea of solar panels is so I could do some stuff on the ground, because I will definitely not have enough charge to do some stuff on the ground. However, looking at that, they're probably going to explode, which is going to be very annoying. Actually, it may not. Still all to play for, as we just go below 2 kilometers a second. That is, I'm just going to say 2 kilometers a second. Think how long a second is. That's a pretty short time. Think how long just 1 kilometer is. You're traveling double that distance in a single second. It's just, wow, mind-boggling speed. It's like Mach 233,000. It's not actually. It's roughly about Mach 6, Mach 7. Mach being the speed of sound at about 300 meters per second. Each Mach is basically just another 300 added onto it. So basically, multiply. So at 15,000, we are going at Mach 5. Now, we just passed, just gone below Mach 5. Oh yeah, solar panels 100% going to explode. There's no saving them now. It's going to make for a humongous explosion, a good explosion if they do. So hopefully they do. Love them to. Although it would be more useful if they don't. I'm just going to say that it's not going to be very helpful if they do explode. Just going below 1,000 meters per 1 kilometer a second. That's when the re-entry effects start to fade off. That was very close to exploding. We are going over the ocean, over the sea, so yeah, there's no point. I know exactly how high we are. Ah, that was pretty close, but no, the solar panels, they stuck at it. They survived. Very nice, very nice. Very nice of them to survive. It was very, very useful of them to survive. Let's transmit data then. Now we're in it. Look at how hot they are. They are glowing red. They're not actually, that's just the overlay. I can get rid of that. No, I don't want to get rid of that. That is their actual colour. Okay. But that's how hot things are. That's another overlay, temperature overlay. That's showing how hot things are that I thought was on. Apparently it wasn't. So that is actually their glow. Okay. I didn't know that. But they're cooling down now, so everything's fine. Let's get my parachute out. I delayed the parachute so I don't get the G-forces up all the way over here, as I would have done if in the previous ones, because parachutes now have the upgraded resistance, so that the G-force they pull is substantially more than before. But we're just approaching 5 kilometers in the air. See, before it would have taken with the other speed, it would have taken 2 seconds to go splat in the ground. Now, it'll take about 2 years. It won't take about a minute. Any more? Actually, let's time accelerate. It'll be quicker. There we go. The solar panels are now normal. Just and then it opens and stop time and accelerate because I don't want to crash into the ground. But look at how burnt the ablator is, and it's only 20 units off, and that is pretty burnt. Always try and get it below 70. Yeah, I'd really like getting it below 70 because that is seriously burnt ablator heat shield. Whatever, same thing. Okay, we have made landing. What I'm going to do is just time accelerate and a bit to make it day, so I get a bit of battery, and then we fall over. Okay. So crew report in Kerbin's water. I can transmit that data, and great. Thanks. Apparently the solar panels aren't working. Why are the solar panels not working? We've got sunlight. Have they not? Okay, let's just stop the transmission and then no, that's not the right thing. No. I want that. Stop transmitting. It's got direct sunlight, but not actually getting anything. Okay, that's weird. It's not being blocked by anything, but not actually getting any sunlight. Oh well. Can I do an EVA? I can do an EVA. I'm not ever going to be able to get back in, but I don't plan to get back in. What I plan to do is just move around, grab that, take data, log temperature, keep data, and recover vessel. Okay. And then I just need to recover the other vessel afterwards, which can easily be done via the, wait for it, next, done, this thing. Orbiter, recover, next, done. Back, we have got how much science? 163 science to play with, which is fantastic. I need that. I'll grab that, and I'm gonna leave the rest for next time because I've only got 73, and don't particularly want aviation, so I'm just gonna save it up and get a 91 next time. Anyway, this has been Kerbal Space Program. We've got into an orbit, even if I didn't get the where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Wait, did we? Did I? No, I didn't. Where is it? Ah, well, apparently that's not applicable now. Anyway, so we have got into orbit, so I'm going to leave it here. Goodbye, and see you next time.